Scarlet Blackwood was a name that once drew admiration. At 29, she was the shining star of the Blackwood family business, a real estate empire, worth millions. But behind her flawless smile and tailored suits, Scarlet was a woman forged by betrayal. It all began with Daniel Hayes. The man she once believed was her destiny. Daniel wasn't just her fiancé, he was also the company's financial advisor, a man who charmed her family and whispered promises of forever in her ear. For 2 years, Scarlet trusted him blindly, handing over both her heart and her company's accounts. But fate, cruel and merciless, revealed its hand. One rainy evening, Scarlet received a call from her best friend, Evelyn. Her voice trembled through the phone. "Scarlet, I saw Daniel. He wasn't alone. He was with Marissa Blackwood, Scarlet's younger sister." The truth sliced through Scarlet like a blade. The man she loved and the sister she adored were entangled in a web of deceit. Scarlet rushed home, only to find Daniel's jacket on her sister's chair. The lies were no longer whispers, they were reality. Her father, weakened by illness, was too blind to see. "Family comes first," he said. But to Scarlet, family had already stabbed her in the back. For weeks, Scarlet kept silent. She smiled through board meetings, pretended not to notice the lingering touches between Daniel and Marissa, and swallowed her rage like poison. But silence was never surrender. Inside her, a fire began to burn, a fire that demanded revenge. Scarlet's plan was cold, meticulous, and merciless. She began by gathering evidence. Every email Daniel sent, every unauthorized withdrawal, every whispered meeting with Marissa. Scarlet recorded it all. She hired a private investigator, disguising her intent behind casual charm. Within months, she had a dossier thick enough to destroy them both. But revenge was not simply about exposure. It was about humiliation. Scarlet orchestrated a gala, the Blackwood Annual Charity Ball, an event the entire city awaited. She ensured Daniel and Marissa would attend, dressed in their stolen confidence. The stage was set, and Scarlet was ready to strike. As the chandeliers sparkled and violins played, Scarlet took the microphone. Her crimson gown glimmered under the lights, her beauty matched only by the ice in her smile. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, her voice steady. "Tonight is about truth, about charity, and about exposing the snakes that thrive in shadows." The crowd murmured. Daniel shifted uneasily, while Marissa clutched his arm. Scarlet snapped her fingers, and the giant screen behind her flickered to life. One by one, photographs appeared. Daniel kissing Marissa in secret, bank statements showing stolen millions, voice recordings of their whispered betrayals. Gasps filled the ballroom. Marissa's face drained of color, while Daniel stammered, "Scarlet, this isn't what it looks like." "Oh, it's exactly what it looks like." Scarlet cut him off. Her voice, sharp and commanding, silenced the room. The final slide appeared, a copy of Daniel's forged documents, proving he had planned to take over the Blackwood Empire once her father passed. The audience erupted in outrage. Investors pulled back instantly, board members turned their backs, and reporters scribbled furiously. Daniel reached out toward Scarlet. "Scarlet, please." She stepped back, her eyes burning with satisfaction. "You didn't just betray me, Daniel. You betrayed this entire family. And as for you, Marissa." Scarlet's gaze turned to her sister. "You were my blood, but tonight, you are nothing." The guards escorted them out, disgraced and ruined. The aftermath was brutal. Daniel's career was destroyed. No firm would touch him. Marissa, stripped of her inheritance, vanished from the city in shame. Scarlet took full control of the company, her name now spoken with both fear and respect. Yet, beneath her victory, Scarlet felt a strange emptiness. Revenge had given her power, but it had also carved away a piece of her soul. She stood alone in her penthouse one night, staring at the glittering skyline. In her hand was a photograph of Daniel and Marissa, once smiling, now nothing but ashes as she dropped it into the flame of a candle. "Let this be the last time I bleed for betrayal," she whispered. Scarlet Blackwood had lost love, but she had gained something far more enduring: control. And control was a crown no one would ever steal from her again.